Welcome back to the Bourbon Santa video. Today we're going to try some Watershed. Now, this is Watershed 5-year-old bourbon that was finished in the barrels that aged their black walnut liqueur. Now, I don't know how to say it. Nocino? I don't know. I don't know how that word is pronounced because I'm terrible at that. Dyslexia, whatnot. I look at that and that word makes no sense to me. Anyway, this is batch 3. It's 122.2 proof, so cask strength. And this is their own juice. And like I said, they're finishing it in that black walnut liqueur barrel. And they say orange peel, sweet spice, nuttiness, yada yada. There we go. Let's see if they're right. Now, they sent me this, and they sent it to me to enjoy and review. And the only way to get this bottle is actually by lottery. This is a highly sought after release this time of year. And when I first got it, I cracked it open and took a taste of it, the proverbial neck pour, if you will. And I absolutely hated it. Absolutely hated it. It was so bitter, so pungent, that I was just like, oh my God, what the heck? So I set it on the shelf, and I even I asked my Patreon crew, how do I say that I really, really don't like it in a relatively nice way in the video? And they, give me a lot of options, but this thing sat on the shelf for, I guess, 2 weeks now. And I tried it again just the other day, just because I was like, let's just see if it's opened up or changed in any way. And my opinions have changed. So let's do this. It totally goes to show you that you cannot judge a whiskey by your first impression of it. You can have first impressions, and that's fine. Maybe you love something. Maybe, you hate it on the first impression. You better go back and check. Either way, because maybe you loved it, and a week later you're going to be like, oh, what? Why did I love this? Or you're going to hate something, and then go back to it and be like, wait a minute. So let's do that right now. Candied sweet, absolute molasses, but with there is a dark, slightly medicinal note to it. It's got to be that black walnut, cherry, caramel. It is nutty. That black walnut is hanging out, if you will. And it's got that rich, like almost lavender-like feel to it. Like, see, I say some of these things, and I don't know if you guys think I'm crazy or not, but if you diffuse essential oils, and let's say you've diffused some lavender essential oils, the way that smell feels inside your sinuses, inside your sniffer, I get a little bit of that. That's why I'm saying it feels like lavender. Okay, let's taste it. It's still very... Bitter's not the right word. It's very robust. It's big. It's kind of... I don't know how to describe that. It's just... It's very different. This is not what you expect. Now, I've never had black walnut liqueur, so obviously I had no idea what to expect. But this is definitely not what you expect. I mean, look at it. It's hella dark from the liqueur. Caramel on the taste. This big, bold walnut flavor. I think that I've distilled down what my problem is. Have you ever had an old fashioned with walnut bitters? I don't love that. I don't love walnut bitters in my old fashioned. And this reminds me a lot of walnut bitters. And so it's like, it's big and it's raunchy and it's raucous and it's, you cannot say that this is thin on flavor. This is punching you in the face flavor. But I find things in it that I like. And I'm going to try making a couple cocktails with this. Because I think this might be okay in cocktails. Now, drinking it straight, it's a lot. It's kind of a lot. It's huge. Like, if you like big, bold, punch you in the face flavors, then this might be up your alley. It's not my favorite thing. It's definitely not my favorite thing. But man, is it cool to try. Man, is it cool to taste and see. And I'm going to share this bottle with my Patreon crew and let them taste it too, because these are so hard to get your hands on. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't live in Ohio, so I don't know how rare or how sought after this truly is. I just know what I see online, and that the only way to get this is by lottery. So that tells me that people are signing up for a lottery to get bottles of this. So this has to be massively sought after in Ohio. I'm not sure what those guys are doing with it. If they're drinking it straight like this, or if they're mixing it with eggnog. Now that might be the thing. I'll bet you this in eggnog would be really good. Huh. Because it's kind of like a Christmassy, wintry drink. Like if you like fruit cake. If you like fruit cake, you might like this. It's a horse of a different color. Man, it's weird. It's such a weird dichotomy for me, because on one hand, I can find things in here that I really, really like. And then on the other hand, I take a sip of it and part of my brain is like, what the fuck? You know, like, what is this? It's such a weird animal. I mean, I like it. I like that it's weird. I love tasting weird stuff. I love tasting new stuff. I love tasting stuff that's distilled by the person on the bottle. I'm getting a little sick of sourced whiskey. I don't know. I think I'm just coming to a point in my whiskey adventure that I'm just kind of turned off by all of the sourcing that's done. Now I get it if you're building towards making building your own distillery, setting up your own still, aging your own product. Like Nashville did. Not Nashville, Chattanooga whiskey. They sourced MGP until they got their distillery built, till they had stuff aged, and I 100% support that. And then once they were distilling their own stuff, they stopped sourcing MGP. I don't particularly love their products just because I'm just not a fan of high malt bourbon. But I absolutely respect the shit out of that. But man, if you're just planning to just source MGP for forever, I don't know. Come on. I want to taste stuff that's made by people, not by an enormous machine. I don't know. There's something about it. There's just something about it. It's a developing feeling that I have, and I don't know. I'm thinking about what I want to do next year, and with the channel and everything. And I don't know. I don't know if I really want to review a ton of source stuff. It's just, I want me to review another MGP product. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. So, I'm happy to death to try something that's actually distilled by the name on the distillery. On the bottle. Is this my jam? Would I buy another bottle of this? Or, I didn't buy this one. Would I buy a bottle of this? No, I wouldn't. Am I thrilled to try it? Yes. Thank you so much, Watershed. And I would, honestly, I need to get a hold of some more Watershed. I've had a few Watershed products. I had a few single barrels. I need to try some more Watershed stuff. I really love their base, their whiskey. I'm not a huge fan of this black walnut liqueur finish. It's weird. It's super weird. See, it's so weird for me. Cause like I'll taste it, and in one taste I'm like, oh, I don't like this, and then in the next taste I'm like, but I kind of like this, and then the next taste I'm like, I kind of don't like this, and then the fourth or fifth taste in I'm like, this is kind of good. It's really confusing whiskey. This is one of the more confusing whiskeys that I've ever tried. Because, like, I started out absolutely hating it. Like, oh, God, what is this? And then it just... But it goes from, like, sip to sip. It's so weird. Now I'm getting, like, really nice nuttiness. Really nice butterscotch. Butterscotch and honey. And then the very next sip is more bitter and rougher. It's so weird. From sip to sip, your impression of this whiskey is all over the place. One sip you're loving it, one sip you're like, oh, and then you're back to liking it again. It's such a weird animal. Anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know. I don't know if Watershed's going to love this video or hate it. Oh well, you guys want my honest opinion, and I give it to you. This is a weird cat. And do I like it? Yeah, because it's weird. Do I love it? No, I don't love it. Do I want to taste batch 4? Shit, yeah. But just send me a sample. A sample's enough for batch 4. I don't need a whole bottle. It's a weird cat, but it's not something I would want to drink all the time. So, thanks for sending this to me. My Patreon crew will appreciate getting to try something cool. And thank you for watching. And until next time, I hope you have a great day.